know what? I actually like this trend of just not having a starting soon screen. So I'm just not going to. We love prestige missions. Watching cosmetic number go up. I just don't know. I'm at 490,000, which is quite a bit, but it's also not enough. It's never enough. Got to check. Tomorrow is not arms appropriation. You always have to check ahead, because if it's a 5-star open, it's going to take a while to make. But because it's not, that means that I get to actually enjoy the game. And I'm just going to bring normal damage. Oh boy, Spiral Knights. I didn't even change my costume. Serious good moment. Oh yeah. I'm poisoned. I'm still missing all of my dark matter. I'm teleporting around a lot. Incredible room right here. Oh, I forgot the switch. It's the funny button room. The room with 6 buttons in it. That totally doesn't have any weird game-breaking secrets. I knew that was gonna happen. Trojan teamwork right there. It's a very interesting spot to be in. Trojan versus Big Bonk. Except that I keep hitting the shield, so it doesn't actually work. A cutter is not going to work here, so I'm switching to a caliber. Oh. Oops. What's up, Ron? What do you need help with? Of course, the one time that I'm actually clearing it, I get the switch and the elevator right next to the starting elevator. Walk into my sword. But... Alright, now it's time to get a Dark Fang shield drop. The worst part is that I had to wait that long just to log on. I haven't done my missions yet. Wait, this loot room has a key? Interesting. All right. Lag? Okay. Oh, I just realized Delta is the one talking. Hello. Yeah, go for it if you want. Imagine if I did SK stuff and that wasn't bait. Epic. I missed all of my buttons. I tried using Drakon Fireball, but it's still on cooldown. Dude, I am so hungry. Oh yeah, you should probably get something to snack on then. Folks in the machines. I actually never do this mission with people. I only ever do it solo. I'm gonna regret not bringing my Mercurial set. I'll crash my... Oh, thank you. Alright. I'm looking forward to it. Enjoy your COD. Also, I'm gonna switch my costume. We're gonna go classic hollow. They left. I'll save you. Go Gadget Mechanites don't block it. Also, I keep messing up my weapon switching. It's because I no longer have attack speed in the orbit gun. I re-rolled ASI medium and I'm trying to get at least ASI high. No. The little lady. Also, I was lied to because apparently, I did not click that. Okay, apparently the fire that Magma Driver deals is stronger than most sources of moderate fire. In the weapon description, it says that it causes moderate fire. But it actually deals more damage than most other weapons that deal moderate fire. Well, that's a rocket puppy. And also, how did the rocket puppy not see me? I walked right past him. A little bit of lag. So fire does 53 damage to these Mechanites, while the orbit guns fire. And it does 60 damage from Magma Driver. Both weapons inflict moderate fire, but the Magma Driver's fire deals more damage for some reason. Which is great because now I can no longer trust whatever it says here, like moderate fire, because apparently the numbers are different between different weapons. So that's great. I can't even trust the item descriptions anymore. Okay, the Mechanite hit. I was wondering how the gate closed. It's because the Mechanite keeps shocking. He's just going in there. What the heck? Oh, I almost removed him. I was gonna give him a spark. That gate was pointless. There was nothing there. go. I'll just walk around. Ah, the loud battle music. I don't miss it. Okay, I was expecting him to go down, but he did not go down. I don't actually need items in this run, but I'm not sure. I don't use any of them. I'll be honest, in most Ghost in the Machine runs I do, I just bring potions. I don't use them, but I just throw them at the lasers during the fight because it looks weird when you throw pots at them. I think we're both lagging. Right here, I only killed the gun puppy because the slags don't drop anything. Except by the time he gets up here, they're all dead anyways. We love this funny spaces. It's a balanced weapon, I swear. We're going back and forth to spawn out the slags.
It's really nice.
Or Frankenzombs is what they're called. Why am I shielded? And also he just went through that. No, he doesn't know. He's gonna spawn on the...
The next.
No, don't go to the top, please. Oh god, okay. Okay, well I didn't get to charge my iron slug, but at least there aren't any zombies alive. He immediately... don't go away. Why are you like this? Whatever, everything's dead anyways. Also, a fun fact, if you go directly in the middle right here, they don't spawn. Well, never mind. Also, I usually just skip this part because I can't be bothered to put down the key and walk back. I'm definitely gonna have a lag spike on the way back to these wisps, and it's just gonna be awful being shocked in the middle of all of them while the Bombi is chasing me. If you line up the Iron Slug Charger here, you can kill the Mega Knight and the Scuttlebot instantly. I probably won't, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna have a lag spike as soon as we step away. Hold on. Oh, more lag, okay. Guys, the servers are fine, I have no idea what you're talking about. The servers are fine, I swear. Okay, my dash rolled back. I was wondering what hit me there, because my server rolled, rubber banded. And it undid my dash. Oh, I forgot the wire. I forgot to break the wire. I'm supposed to break this wire on the way up. Oh, the run is ruined. Oh, and I shouldn't have gone for that anyways. Okay, usually I can just walk past all this, but the Mega Knight got himself stuck. Make sure to break the wires inside here, so that my Iron Slug charge goes completely through the battle pod. I swear, he's gonna go after the respawning enemy. Like after I get this stuck. Don't do it. Don't. Also, you turn down the sound because the lasers are loud. Now we play the waiting for the boss to let us play the game. Which is right now, actually. Okay, when I'm in a solo party, I can one-shot it, but I'm not in a solo party. Also, right here is what it looks like when you throw off at the lasers. It like blocks it, kind of. It looks kind of weird. I'm not sure if that has any like real tech, but it's interesting that they block the lasers like that. Is this 3? I wasn't counting, actually. Oh, no, it's 4. Okay. Oh, you would hate to see it. He figured out the corner strat. After the first 2 waves, he's like, wait a minute, he's just standing in the corner. Oh, excuse me. I lost counting. I don't know if this is 4 or 5. Counting is very difficult, by the way. That was 5. Okay. That's called work. It's been a long day. Alright, now we're gonna do the same thing, but in tier 2. I need to move my window. Also, hello, Astro. Oh yeah, I just realized this could cause issues with OBS, but I'm gonna go for it anyways. I'm late to my prestige missions. That's what's up. I was supposed to do these earlier. Oh, Geo Gillibrand. Alright, I'm just gonna play some Spiral Knights in a completely normal party. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the party I'm in. It's like my Mimic tier. It's like from Elden Ring. Also, I didn't get the key. Tier 1 demo. Accurate fishbone being dead inside. I'm sorry, it just sounds like that now. Alright, don't mind me. I'm just gonna stand in this corner real quick while nothing bad happens to me. Alright, anyways. It's time to leave. Where is the switch? But it's not too quiet. Yeah, it does sound like distant, but is the volume? Every single slot in the Prestige leaderboard is going to be an alt of mine.
Oh.
It's true. Yep. I'm skipping most of this because it's tier 2. What's wrong? Listen, I'm just doing some prestige missions. Nothing to see here. This is the wrong way. Yep, okay. I agree. What is there to be confused about? I'm not sure. It's just some normal Spiral Knights gameplay. I see crystals. I need to break the crystals. Nice, the statue blocked all of them. You love to see it. Whoa, what just happened? Whoa, guys, whoa. Man, that last wave was crazy. Did you see the way I killed that dreadnought and beat the battle in the intended way? I love the part when he said it's orbit gun time and began to orbit gun all over the place. I've not picked up any health capsules. Oops. I made a bit of wait, okay. I made a bit of an oopsie. Anyways, like so, if you go directly up the middle, you don't spawn. But once you step to the side, they start spawning. Okay, the Mecha Knight walked off on his own. There we go. I was waiting for the wisps. I should have checked if I broke all. Spiral nutrients. But yeah, it's a part of your diet. Yeah. Now we wait.
Started watching that.
Who's on? Is anyone on? Mac is on. People doing Xanaduke is on.
Louisiana.
That's about it. Okay. I actually wasn't counting. I shouldn't have gone out.
Nice.
We're doing the Ghost in the Machine danger mission because it gives you prestige, and I like seeing the funny number go up. I can talk about Fearless Rigadoon. It's the funny stun sword that nobody uses. Yeah, I actually got the Shard Bomb to level 10. They're all level 10 now. And I'm considering crafting scintillating sun shards because the stun might actually be useful. Also, I wasn't counting again. I think it's just 4, but I'm going to charge up anyways. Yeah, that was fine. Okay. No, I'm not there yet, but I'm very quickly approaching the point where I don't need radiance. Almost all of them. Actually, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure right now the only craftable weapon I don't. Wait, no, I do have a glaciate. Never mind. Right now, I'm pretty sure the only craftable weapon. Or like a weapon that isn't like a unique reskin, like the pillows or whatever. I'm pretty sure the only weapon I'm missing is voltage. I don't have a voltage or a voltage reskin. I have Winter's Edge, which is a Glacius. I never would have crafted a Glacius for myself, but I got this from unboxing. So I'm pretty sure the only thing I'm missing is a voltage. I can actually check. I should do that after this. Well, yeah, Fearless Rigadoon and Magma Driver were two weapons I was never planning on crafting because both of them have a better version, which is the Nog Blaster and the other sword, Final Flourish. Yes, I have a voltage. I've crafted many voltages before. Only for prestige. Yeah, so far every voltage I've crafted is just for prestige. Because Krogma recipes can appear in the Armed Appropriation for a prestige mission. I actually do want to check because I'm not really sure. Like I think I have most. I don't have Iron Tech Destroyer, or I mean, it's not a 5-star, but I guess it counts. I also don't have the Heavy Deconstructor. Oh yeah, I don't have the Graviton Vortex because why would you make it? It's just the worst version of Obsidian Crusher. But yeah, I guess I do kind of should probably make it just so I can have all the weapons. And then obviously I don't have Mixmaster, I don't have the Pillar reskin. I don't have Celestial Saber, although I want it. Yeah, bombs are fun. I mean, they're more of a utility weapon, but or weapon class. I'm gonna check actually. I'm gonna open the wiki. That's the wrong website. Wait. Alright, swords, let's go. Well, once it loads, give it about 5 hours. Well, I can roll a UV and get nothing in return. Here, we're gonna get CTR very high. Undead mode, perfect. Basically God mode. Alright, list of swords. I need to put this to the side. Wait. Okay, that does not work when it's shortened. Okay. Alright, Cold Iron Vanquisher from the top. Okay, never mind. The wiki is not in alphabetical order. I have Cold Iron Vanquisher. I have Divine Avenger. I have Striker, Fangabog, Faust, Leviathan Blade, and like 2 reskins of it. Wild Hunting Blade, Acheron, Amputator, Combuster, Rigadoon I crafted recently. I don't have Final Flourish, but I have the reskin of it, the deadly Candy Poker. Flamberge, I don't have Flamberge, but I have the Furious Fork, which is a Flamberge reskin. Glacius, same thing, I have Winter's Edge. The Thorn Blade, Yeah, of course I have Sudoriska and Trikolov. I don't have Voltage. I have Hammer, Edge. I don't have Celestial Saber or the Pella reskins, then I have Turbillion. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah, Voltage and Celestial Saber are the only two I'm missing. And the Sweet Dreams, the Pella reskin. I really want to get the Celestial Saber. Shadow Scythe is a Leviathan Blade reskin. Alright, handguns. Once the page loads. Eventually. Alright, Argent Peacemaker. Wait. Blitz, Callahan, Nail Driver I have. Oh yeah, I just put one on actually. Now that you say it. Where is it? Iron Slug I have. Magma Driver. I don't have Nova Driver, but I have Nog Blaster, which is a reskin. Then Tenza. Storm Driver, Umbra Driver. Where is it? There are too many guns. Valiance, Pepperbox, Biohazard, Neutralizer. There are way too many guns. What the heck? Okay, Polaris, Supernova. I have somewhere. Where's Supernova? Plague Needle is a cool gun. That's Plague Needle. Obsidian Carbine. Oh, there it is. The 4 turbo guns, I have them. Normal, or I should list them. Gorgo Fist, Grand Torto Fist, Omega Torto Fist, and Savage Torto Fist. Here it is. I don't have Mixmaster. I have Arcana, Gilded Griffin, Grim Repeater, and I also have Peppermint Repeater. Also, I forgot to point out, but I have 2 Blitz Needles, and then I have Biosoaker as well. With like Grim Repeater, I have Permafrost. And Talos. Rift Locker. Where's Rift Locker? Rift Locker, Wildfires. Winter's Grave. Orbigun I have. And I don't have the Owlite one. I completely forgot that the Owlite one existed. So yeah, obviously don't have the Mixmaster. I'm not planning to ever get a Mixmaster. Since honestly, I don't understand the price gap. Other than it's a little rare, like it's pretty rare compared to the Orbigun. But the price gap between them is actually insane. It's like several million crowns. I don't have up-to-date prices for either weapon, but I know it's a very substantial price gap for literally a less useful status effect. The fire is just better in most situations. The only reason people have to use shock is because it's not useless in Maneuver. Like the only reason people advocate for the shock is because it actually does something in Vinaduke. That's it. It's not like it's useful there, but it does something which is more than what the fire status does, which is nothing because they're all immune to fire. But in every other mission, in any non-fire mission, the Orbegon is just better. It's just a straight upgrade from the Mixmaster. Owlite Wand is interesting because you swing it like a sword. I know what it does, I've seen videos of it, but it just looks weird. Oh, so I meant to put this on because I wanted to, because the Frenzy suit is also shadow themed. And kind of goes well with the scythe. Also, this armor set is amazing. I'm still waiting for them to put the raging ones up. It's gonna happen sooner or later. Come on, Greyhaven. You gave us Storming, you gave us Frenzy. Where's the raging plate mail? I need my raging plate mail. It has to be red. Anyways, yeah, that's it for gun. Bombs. In like a minute from now when the page loads. I'm pretty sure the only bombs I'm missing is Iron Tech Destroyer and scintillating sun shards. This one. Which I might actually craft. Yeah, I know. I noticed that. I was purposely ignoring the zone chat. Which I actually might craft because I learned from making the knocking salt bomb. I learned that having I thought so like in Spiral Knights, weapons that have a stats effect or a damage bonus deal less base damage, which I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing. So I assumed that because the shocking salt bomb has a stats effect and a damage bonus, that it would do way less damage. But apparently only apparently it only reduces the damage once. So basically, shocking salt bomb does the same damage it would deal if it only had a status effect or if it only had a damage bonus. It doesn't lower it twice. Which also means that should apply to scintillating sun shards. Which basically, all of that was nonsense. Basically, what that means is that this should deal more damage than I think it does. Or at least I hope. Anyways, the page loaded. Ash of Agony, I don't have the bomb, I have the reskin. I have Scolding Hot Cocoa. I have Big Angry Bomb. I don't have Graviton Vortex, I forgot about that. Which is, I don't have the recipe, and I don't have any reason to get the recipe. I'm not even gonna get the recipe, it's just such a useless bomb. The regular Vortex bomb. I don't have Iron Tech Destroyer. I have Nitro Gnome. I have 2 Jack Frosters, which is a Shiver Mist Buster. Torpor Tantrum, Venom Veiler, and also the present. The Humbug Hazer. Dark Briar, which is a very good weapon. Voltaic Tempest, so where is it? Electron Vortex, Stagger Storm, very cool bomb, DR. I don't have Deadly Crystal Bomb, but I have the Deadly Sharp Pillar, which is a reskin of it. Deadly Dark Matter. Oh, sorry. I also don't have the normal damage shard bomb, which I might make as a meme, but once again, I don't have a reason to make it because the elemental ones, these 3, are just better. As long as you bring it to the right level. Deadly Splinter Bomb, Scintillating Sun Shards I don't have, Shocking Salt Bomb I do have. Obsidian Crusher, and then this one, Close to the Vortex. Which I wish was good, but it's much better to just use a fire weapon. Should we do a Vanna run? I'm just gonna join a Vanna run. Basically, I have a lot of weapons. And almost all of them were leveled up using prestige missions. Equipping weapons at the end to get the heat, and then using the radiance from prestige missions. The like 9 of them that you get to slowly level up every weapon. Gabriel 12. Invite me. Start a party and invite me to it. I'll leave the van around. Wait, are you on? You're not even on. Never mind. Well, log on and then start a party and invite me to it, and I'll probably join. Honestly, I'm not even sure how to approach that question. I really, okay, I like UVs. I don't like how like game-changing CTR and ASI UVs are. To the point where CTR very high completely shapes the meta. It's kind of absurd. I mean, to me, I could probably talk about this for hours. The Spiral Knight's meta is so broken in like so many different ways. Also, my throat's getting tired. I mean, there are many different ways to fix the game's meta, but one idea that I really like is that I kind of wish that damage bonuses on weapons stacked with damage bonuses gained from your other gear. So, for example, Black Cat gives you damage bonus max, which that alone makes any damage bonus UVs completely pointless. Because Black Cat already gives you the maximum possible damage bonus. But I would really like, I like the idea that like if you have damage bonus max with your Black Cat, or other pieces of gear like your shield, trinkets, whatever, that all gives you 1 damage bonus, and then the damage bonuses that are on your weapon scale with that as well. Which would do 2 things. A, I just changed my window size again, right? Hold on. A, that would give damage bonus UVs an actual use. Because in the current game's meta, all of them are completely irrelevant. The only reason you would have to get any damage bonus UVs is if you had a loadout that didn't have Black Cat in it. For example, my Compound 42 loadout, because Black Cat actually sucks in that mission. Because even if you avoid getting hit, like the thing about, and I didn't realize this until recently, the thing about the poison is that even if I'm able to stay alive, even though I have a damage max, the poison debuff lowers my damage more than if I wasn't wearing Black Cat. Which is unrelated, but anyways, basically I don't use Black Cat in Compound 42 because it's actually faster with my other loadout, which is like some gunner armor with poison resistance EVs. Or I'm like half paying attention. But yeah, for example, in that loadout, I don't have damage max, so if I wanted to min-max that kind of loadout, then I would go for like some damage UVs, like Gremlin damage UVs or something. But it's not like I really need it, because I already one-shot everything with Witcher's Grave. But that's besides the point. Basically, what that would do is that would make damage UVs not completely useless, and also that would make weapons that have innate damage bonuses also not useless. Because like a lot of weapons like have damage bonuses on them, which don't do anything because once again, players get damage max from their armor anyways. Which also, I don't know if this is a coincidence, but the thing is, most of the weapons that have innate damage bonuses are just bad weapons to begin with. For example, Antiguas are just not useful when you can weapon switch with a blaster. And cutters are just aren't good in the first place. Cold Iron Vanquisher is actually really nice. So the thing is, calibers aren't that great. Like they're pretty difficult. Like you have to force them to work. And even then, because they only deal normal damage, they're mediocre at best. But Cold Iron Vanquisher is different because it has less knockback. Well, I'm saying that would be a good start, but the problem is that once again the game's meta is broken in like 100 different ways. But I feel like that would be a good idea that actually makes damage UVs and having gear that has damage bonuses on them. Like unique damage bonuses on them actually useful. But that wouldn't fix a lot of things because normal damage weapons kind of suck. And then also weapons like brandishes, autoguns, etc. are just way too strong, and like a bunch of other issues that I don't feel like even getting into. Oh yeah. Was it? Oh yeah. Okay, it doesn't have a 5-star, but for example, the Deconstructor is just a worse blast bomb in every way. It's just a blast bomb that deals less damage because it has the damage bonus on it. Shard bombs, even though they suck anyways. But yeah, I feel like that would be a good start because in the game's current state, the only UVs that matter are the CTR and ASI UVs. And then on top of that, they're way too like the high level UVs are way too strong. Like being able to have natural CTR max on a weapon without needing any gear is kind of insane. Like for example, my loadout. I don't have any CTR from my gear. My battle sprite's giving me movement speed. None of these give CTR. Both my weapons have a natural CTR max because of the CTR very high UV. It's not, it's not going to. I'm just saying that I put a lot of thought into ways you could potentially fix this game's meta because it's very broken. Forgot to put in the chat. One water, please. Yeah, because there are a lot of fun ways to play the game, but unfortunately, most of them are just worse. Because brandishes are way too strong. Autoguns are a little overpowered. A lot of these weapons just don't function, or they're just worse version. Like Antiquas are neat, but if you're able to weapon switch with a blaster, then there's no reason to use an Antigua. Also, another thing I thought about, in terms of game balance, it would be a good idea to remove weapon switching, because it makes guns just better than any other option, and it also makes weapons that revolve around it not reloading, like Antigua's, completely useless. But also, if they did, not that the game would change in any way, but like if they did, then that would just kill the game if players were able to weapon switch. But also, you have to admit, being able to weapon switch is just unbalanced. The fact that I'm able to fire my flip needle continuously. Yes, and I do, and I kind of see where you're going, but the thing is, the only melee weapons that are in the game's meta are brandishes, because they're overpowered, and hammer, because it's overpowered. In a focus. Like Divine Avenger is cool, but Combustor can do the same thing but better in most scenarios. And then Grand Foss is also cool, but Acheron, but other than range and knockback, Acheron is just a better weapon. Unfortunately, like half of the swords in the game deal normal damage, which is another whole issue I could get into, which is how normal damage is balanced and how it just sucks. The weapon type is literally made to be mediocre. But also, even if you're ignoring that, well, calibers are unreliable and just really awkward to use in combat. Cutters just suck. Turbillion is neat, but the charge attack doesn't do anything. Troika is nice. Troika is really good. I feel like if you were to scale, I don't know how you would do this, but if you were to scale all the weapons down to be like just as strong as each other, like if you were to like, I guess a way to do it is like if you were to like only compare the normal damage variants of all the weapons, so like Amputator for brandishes and whatnot. I feel like overall, Sudaruska is probably the strongest sword in the game. It's not good for single target DPS, but it does a lot of damage. It has a ton of range too. I actually want to demonstrate it after this run. I'll go into a guild training hall. I'm not sure what that means, but if you're asking what would fix calibers, well, I'm sure there are many things, but I feel like one of the biggest ones would be remove the knockback from the first 2 hits. So how the charge attack works, it's a 360, and the first part of it, like if you're facing an enemy, like if you're facing like a gun puppy and you're right next to it, you'll hit it 3 times with calibers. 4 times with Fangabog. Fangabog hits 1 extra time. What I would do is that I would remove all of the knockback until the last link. So like if I hit a gun puppy 3 times, well, obviously, okay, gun puppies don't take knockback. But like if I were to hit an enemy, like and I was facing it directly, I would hit it twice, and then both the first 2 hits would do no knockback, and then the 3rd hit would deal knockback. I'm not sure how they would make that. Nice water. But yeah, the main issue with calibers is that they deal too much knockback. Nice water. Okay. Because calibers are actually pretty decent at burst. Nice water. Calibers are actually pretty good for burst damage. Like I'm sure you've all seen people like insta-killing enemies with a Fangabog because it doesn't deal normal, or it deals elemental damage. But like even the normal damage variants are pretty decent for burst damage. This guy's having a hard time. He got lit on fire like 4 times in a row. And like, for example, right now, this is pretty cool and all, but like, you have to admit what I'm doing is completely unbalanced. But so is his boss fight, which is another topic I could get into, is how Benedict's boss fight is designed around guns. And if you're doing a melee build or a bombs-only build, a melee loadout or a bombs-only loadout, you're gonna struggle no matter what you bring, because the boss fight just isn't designed for those weapons, but that's a whole nother topic. Well, like, yeah, you know, being able to blitz down Vanna like that is cool and all, but you have to admit it's a little unbalanced. I mean, it's no wonder why the viable weapons for all 4 bosses are all guns. Maybe like Acheron for Starby, because it deals enough damage to be good there, but like for Jelly King, it's always Winter's Grave or Grim Repeater. For Twins, it's, you know, an autogun or a Magnus. For Vanduke, it's an autogun. I mean, most people use Blitz for Starby anyways, so. But the reason for those, so Starby is doable with swords, which is why I said Acheron also kind of works there. Jelly King is kind of bugged, actually. I went into detail. I went into detail on my swords only Jelly King runs. I mean, there definitely should be. I mean, there are other guns that have good burst damage, but it's just that Blitz Needle and Magnuses are both the best at doing that. Because like brandishes do burst damage, and they're really good. Our bombs don't only do burst damage, but bombs are also just high DPS. Hello, Doge Knight. But yeah, Jelly King is kind of bugged. I went into detail of this in my Swords Only Jelly King run. But so basically what happens is that when Jelly King does his melee attack, the hitbox from that attack lingers around his body several seconds after the animation is played, and it stays there. So if you plan to like bait out an attack and go in for melee, you're gonna get hit by it anyways. You have to wait way after the attack has ended, and it's really weird. Twins are not similar, but twins, they're also most swords don't work. Once again, I went into this on my swords only runs. Because like most swords, like you can only hit them with like your basic attack. Like brandishes, the explosions don't reach. The dash part of hammer doesn't hit them, only the first swing does. The only swords that are able to hit them, like that are like effective at hitting them, are ones that fire projectiles, like Divine Avenger or possibly Spur. But I haven't tried that. And then Advantage Duke, like I said, the fight's just designed around being at range, because the fire orbs. Another side topic. I think that Vanaduke's fire orbs shouldn't respawn naturally. They should respawn during the mask phase and after the mask phase, like they do it in the fight. But like in my opinion, once you put the fire orbs out with water, they shouldn't respawn after a few seconds, because it completely invalidates any melee build. Because even if you put the orbs out, it's completely untelegraphed when they'll come back. It comes back on a timer, but there's no way of knowing unless you keep track of each individual orb, which, good luck with that. Because just trying to hit him is already difficult enough. Because as you saw in the Swords Only runs, once again, the only effective weapons for killing Vanaduke was the ones that shoot projectiles. And the only effective one that was good at doing that was Barbarous Thornblade. Which functions similar to a Blitz Needle compared to when you think about all the other swords. It's kind of like a shotgun version of Blitz Needle. And then for Snarby, swords work really well for Snarby. There aren't any issues there. But the main problem is well, the main problem is Ravage Snarby, which sucks. That entire the DPS of Barbarous Thornblade, absolutely not. It deals like a fraction of the damage. The only benefit to the I'm gonna go to like Guild Trading Hall actually. The only benefit when you compare the two weapons is that Barbarous Thornblade is much faster. But that's about it. Blitz Needle deals far more damage. It has more range, etc. But yeah, I also want, while I'm here, I want to demonstrate how much range Troikas have, because it's kind of crazy, actually. Because Troikas have the most range of any weapon in the game without firing a projectile. And I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna have to test this again, I'll do it right now. I'm pretty sure Troikas have the same range as brandishes. Obviously it's less effective, but I'll use this tile here. So if I stand here. Oh, so okay, if I stand all the way back. Okay, it doesn't reach. I'm about halfway through the tiles. Okay, it doesn't reach. I'm slightly past the line. Still doesn't reach. Okay, I'm like in the okay. I'm in this tile now. Actually, I'm just gonna test this anyways. I don't think this will reach. Yeah, it doesn't reach. $546. Yeah, it seems that brandishes have a little more range. Okay, yeah, brandishes have a little more range. But still, yeah, an enemy can be this far away from you, and you can still hit it with a Twinka charge. Which, by the way, fires no projectiles, so like Mega Knights won't attempt to block it, etc. It's like if you do a brandish charge, Mega Knights will block it. Wolvers will, teleport away, etc., etc. I guess I can show off the branded Oliver I was talking about. So like if you stand point blank, you'll hit it 3 times. Which is actually pretty good. Like even for a normal damage weapon, that's not bad. But the problem is the knockback. The only enemies that you'll hit 3 times are enemies that are either A, completely stationary and don't move, like battle pods, gun puppies, etc. Maybe some maybe bosses. And then that's about it. Any other enemy will take way too much knockback. Well, I mean, Suitor Risk is good for other things too. It's just all around a pretty decent weapon. The only downside to Suitor Risk is that it's really bad at single target DPS. Because it's a 2-swing weapon. It's slower than the sealed sword even. And the charge attack only hits twice. It does decent damage, but it only hits twice, so it's not good for burst damage. So like if you're fighting something like a battle pod, if you're only using Suitor Risk, it's gonna be a while. But yeah, but then Cold Iron Vanquisher is unique because it actually deals less knockback. I don't know if I can demonstrate it here. Like it's like right here. It like went like halfway across the room, kind of. Okay, these guys are not good for demonstrating. Okay, these guys die too quickly. I mean, it does if you go out of your way to like use them and learn how they work. Because I do enjoy playing with like calibers and other like non-meta weapons. But another problem with that is that this game's crafting system sucks. So like you really have to go out of your way to make like a portal gun to use it only for fun because it's not actually good. or like making a Fearless Brigadoon just for fun, because it's just a worse version of the other Caliber, or the other flourishes. But it does look nice. And yeah, Cold Iron Magnitude deals less knockback. Yeah, and it actually is pretty substantial because with Alpha Wolvers and Lumberts, you're actually able. 1 second. Okay, I need to get off soon. I'm doing too much talking. But yeah, with Alpha Wolvers and Lumbers, you can actually hit them 3 times with a charge attack. With Cold Iron Vanquisher, because it deals little enough knockback to where you can actually land the 3rd hit. But yeah, but even then, it's still normal damage, and the fact that you have to base these attacks so specifically to make them effective makes them worse than, for example, Brandishes. They're so brain dead. All you have to do is click and then use Wind. It's just a fast swing that has good range, deals way too much damage, has little recovery, so you can just walk out of the way. The only amount of spacing you have to do is getting far enough away to where you can hit like the 3rd or so explosion, like the 2nd or 3rd explosion, but close enough to where you land the charge swing, kind of like that. But like even if you don't do that, the sword still deals more than enough damage to kill anything. Brandishes are just too strong. Oh, absolutely. There are many different ways you could go about nerfing them. I would do both. I mean, this is a really messy topic to get into. But yeah, there are a lot of changes that could be made to make the game more balanced. I actually like the design of Brandishes and how the weapon type works. It just deals way too much damage. Like the speed, the range, well, speed again, like the recovery. That's all nice, but it deals way too much damage. Especially compared to like you know, the fact that Grand Faust is like a super slow, supposed to be a really powerful weapon. Which it is. The first nice instant curse on both of those. 3 to what the heck? I was lucky. I just cursed all 3 of those on the 2nd swing. But yeah, Acheron, it does the same damage. Same exact damage. On the Margo attack, on the charge attack. Charge swing does 778, I think that was. Wait. 778 on the charge swing. Grand Faust, which takes an absurd amount of time to charge up, and it's not even worth using because of the curse. Same damage. In my opinion, Grand Faust is fine where it is. I mean, the charge attack I would completely rebalance how the charge attack works, because it's not worth using in any scenario. Even with the curse, it's not guaranteed to inflict a curse on enemies. It's just not worth using, and the charge attack sucks because the only reason Divine Avenger's charge attack is good is because it fires 3 projectiles, and you're able to land. You're able to hit an enemy. You're able to hit the same enemy with 2 of them, which effectively deals double the damage. And it's really good. Grand Faust can't do that. It's just 1 projectile that might inflict a stats effect that's useful against like half of the enemies in the game. But other than that, like the damage, Grand Faust is pretty good. I like what Grand Faust is. It's strong, it has good range and knockback. It's just that Acheron deals the same damage, which is kind of absurd. Considering Acheron is better in just about every single way. The only benefit that Boss has is range and knockback, which is nice, but the Acheron is better. Hammer is in a similar valley. I like Hammer a lot, but it's a little too strong. And the thing is, I'm not sure if just nerfing the damage would work. But also, I wouldn't want to nerf the damage to the point where the weapon becomes irrelevant. So I'm really not sure where to start with Hammer. Rebellion is neat, but in my opinion, the projectile doesn't deal enough damage, and also the charge attack is completely useless. It hits the charge attack deals less damage than your normal swing. My normal swing deals 214 damage. The charge attack deals 190. I have no idea why it's less. But it's really bad. Also, it's just awkward. It hits both enemies only once. Sometimes twice. If you get lucky with your spacing, you can hit them 3 times, but that never actually happens in combat. Kind of like that. I think guns. I mean, something like an autogun charge makes sense, because in terms of weapon design, it's supposed to be like really slow, like you can't move at all during it, or really slow attack that like you have to space properly. And also like the autoguns in general is kind of designed around burst damage. It fires a bunch of bullets at once. Something like this, I can understand having more single target DPS. But like other than that, like guns in general do less damage than swords. It's just that gunning is a reliable, safe way to play the game, which is fine. I guess the problem isn't that guns are overpowered, it's the fact that swords and bombs can be underwhelming in certain parts of the game. For example, the four main bosses, I kind of talked about that already, how swords don't really work for 3 of them. They can work, but like you're better off using a gun for them. Obviously, the gun is an issue. Yeah, and I kind of said that earlier, that in terms of like game balance, weapon switching is a huge issue. Because I already made this comparison, but I want to make it again. Because like, for example, if you're looking for a kiting gun, you know, originally in a world without weapon switching, Peacemaker, like Antiguas, are supposed to be like a really good, like, you're able to just attack constantly, you don't have to worry about reloading. But because weapon switching is a thing, you don't have to worry about reloading anyways. And so the extra bullets or like reload don't matter. And so it's just it's just lower damage. The speed and range is good, which is another small thing, which is that this needle projectile, I've already said this before, this needle projectile is really good, and it's the main reason why Blitz Needle is as broken as it is, because you're able to hit things like through shields, and it's really dumb. Well, I want to see if I can demonstrate this. I need to make a screen capture for this, but... I'm not sure how that would affect it. The spread of the gun isn't necessarily an issue. Like, for example, here's Blitz. Like normally you would think that autoguns, you know, they kind of shoot like here. And so it's like if you're shooting an enemy, you're hitting right here, kind of. It's just about where you're hitting. Blitz Needle is a little different. Blitz Needle hits about everything here. If there's an enemy like right, if there's an enemy right here, you're going to hit it. If there's an enemy here, here, and here, you're going to hit this enemy. Actually, okay, probably not true. Like if there's an enemy here and here, like if there's an enemy like right here, let's say. With like normal weapons, and this is why Blitz Needle is so good compared to the other ones. With like Grim Repeater, you knock these two enemies back, and it ends up not working. And then Volcanic Pepperbox doesn't have this needle projectile, so it doesn't work with Pepperbox. I don't think so, at least. But because Blitz Needle fires this needle projectile, and because Blitz Needle doesn't deal knockback, it allows you to do this. So like if there's two enemies here, if you get close enough, you can hit this enemy here, and it makes no sense. Also, similarly, if you're attacking an enemy with a shield, let's say there's a let's say there's an Almiran Crusader, the Almiran guys that have shields. They're in like a Legion of Almire. I mean, I was gonna say Mecha Knights, but why would you use Blitz against a Mecha Knight? But it would work anyway. Let's say there's a Mecha Knight. Let's say it's here, and let's say he's blocking his shield like this way. Let's say you walk next to him and you're firing into his shield. You can hit him through his shield. I could probably demonstrate this. I'd have to find a Mecha Knight. I kind of already demonstrated this on one of my Grunson Assault streams when I was doing Grunson Assault, because the same thing happens with the Gremlin motors, the guys that shoot missiles. You're able to just walk up to it and just shoot it point blank, and you'll hit him through his shield. I mean, I think I've already talked about that before, but yeah, that's the main reason why Blitz Needle is so overpowered. Not only because it's an autogun, has good burst damage, etc., 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 but because of this needle projectile and how it behaves, and the fact that Blitz Needle doesn't deal knockback, makes it too strong. Like for example here, if there was an enemy behind this beast training bag, I would be able to hit it through the beast training bag. And that wouldn't, I don't think that would work with Grim Repeater, because Grim Repeater would knock this beast ahead of me, and so I wouldn't hit it. But hypothetically, I think if you were to, one second. I guess if you weren't dealing knockback, or like if you were close enough, Grim Repeater would probably be able to do the same thing, because Grim Repeater also fires fires that needle projectile. But in most cases, it doesn't work because of the knockback. Because Grim Repeater deals with knockback. Anyways, that's why Blitzing is good. That's why this needle projectile is good. Anyways, I need to go. Yeah, that was, I didn't even cover half of the weapons. So basically, this game is very unbalanced. And I wish weapons were viable. I mean, a lot of them are. It's just that they're worse than the top weapons. Well, I mean, okay. Obviously, there are going to be weapons that are better than others. That's how every video game works. But it's just that brandishes tower over every other weapon type in the game. Other than like, you know, hammer is good for some DPS. Obviously, Blitz Needle or autoguns and Magnuses are broken, etc. I mean, so a lot of weapons have utility, but like, you know, Antigua's, some Alchemers, most bombs, unfortunately. I didn't even talk about bombs. But bombs are weird. Bombs are in a weird spot. Because half of them are utility weapons, and the other half of them are just different versions of each other. And then you have Dark Retribution, which is a really good weapon. Anyways, I need to go, so I'm just not gonna have an outro. I'm just gonna end it here. It's just gonna end abruptly, like just